Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started.
This is the time you need that pace.
Dink through.
Xavi Alonso.
Is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Rodrigo. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Great vision. He's on it. Can he get away? Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, it's hard to ignore Bellingham.
Real chance! It's a goal! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Now it's Mbappe. Out to the left it goes. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Mbappe. Quarter of an hour played. Eder Militao promptly onto that, and that is that. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that's great feet. Goulart is onto this. He's free. And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Danger averted for now. Camavinga. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Triol. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Played out wide. Turns back here, probably the best option. Camavinga. Passes short and sharp. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Goulart. Now it's Mbappe. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Played out to the left flank. Madrid have reclaimed it. Now it's Eto'o. Oh, he's bustling through here. Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Goulart. And he's straight offside. Goulart. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Eto'o. Rudiger cuts it out. Valverde. It's Vinicius Junior. Xabi Alonso looking to penetrate opposition lines. Mbappe. Chance for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! They have come roaring back.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now. Eto'o really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Oh no, what has happened here? Goulet. Oh, outsmarting him this time. Mbappe and the shot! There it is! And they're back in front! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Madrid go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Mbappe!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. That has been slung wide. Tries to play it through. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Goulet. Guardiola. Searching pass he's played there. Eder Militao kept his eye on it, and he's there. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Madrid are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. Here we go again. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That's a throw. Chouameni. It's Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. And it's Valverde. Can he get it through? Played into space. That's good vision. And it's made its way to him. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And it's Bellingham. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Howson. Triol.
We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Guardiola. Xabi Alonso. Valde. Looking to play him in. Luis Suarez. And that was very necessary. Taken back almost at once. Oh, it's a great ball here. Valverde. Goes looking wide. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! complete. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
Well, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Eder Militao picks it up from the goal kick. It's not an especially good pass, that. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
And he plays one through. Oh, what's he done?
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Alexander-Arnold. Rodrigo. And it's Valverde. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Valverde unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he was alert to it. Valverde. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Camavinga, Valverde. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Vinicius Junior. Can he finish? Yes, it's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, now they've saved themselves. You can really sense it.
And a chance! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And yes, it's him again. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Madrid are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And he's in on goal, shoots! He's got a goal! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Could be danger here. Chance! There's a goal! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? An act of charity gratefully received.
I think the defence really need to...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Madrid did lead, indeed they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. So there it is.
Ya ampun, Barca lagi guys. Semoga menang kali ini ya. Gak kena.
And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I've got my eye on Militao, who's developing...
And the shot! He is through here. Mbappe! Now, who's going to be first? And one more try! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Lewandowski stood his ground strongly. Now it's Mbappe. Rodrigo. Nicely weighted ball. Now this could be a chance. It's a good look. Oh, what a climb! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Pau Kubasi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Valverde. And he's in on goal. This looks promising. Great chance! Madrid have their second corner now. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Great vision. Bellingham has it out wide and in space. Bellingham. Chance, surely! Knocks it into space. Alexander-Arnold picks it up out wide. A header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Can he get it through? Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
So Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game now to turn it into a stranglehold.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, that is rather wayward. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Fermin. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Oh, great feat.
Rodrigo!
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Approaching the half-hour mark. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. And he's away. Tries to play it through. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Little doubt who they'll be aiming at here.
Well, I can imagine it's going to be quite a scramble for the ball, but we know who has the magnetic impact.
Now it's Mbappe. And now they can spring out of defence. And that could set him on his way. He's got away. Mbappe. Oh, split-second reaction.
Look, when we talk about decision-making, there's a great example. Strong and decisive.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. He's in a great position here. Chance for a shot! And he's quick to get it clear again. Oh, it's played into the area. Complete awareness, he understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, I just think it was really good movement, but I think a couple of defenders got caught ball watching there when they should have been picking up the danger man.
Awas dia.
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
Stood up well to him there. And here's Rodrigo, looking for options for movement. Mbappe, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Eden Militao with a definite foul there. That has ended up in no man's land. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham stood his ground strongly. Balde cuts out the pass. Searching pass he's played there. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Picked out brilliantly. Araujo. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. And it's Azar. Pass somewhat off target. Alexander-Arnold. Quarter of an hour played. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Koundé. Now it's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pedri. Valverde. He's a sharp little ball here. Araujo.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, easy pickings there. Mbappe. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Can he get on the end of this?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement.
He gets big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Engages and forces him off the ball. That looks a decent ball. Rudiger calmly anticipates. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now he's got space here. Madrid have it back and can go again. Bellingham! Off the post! Yes, it's there! The breakthrough strike! Mbappe duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Madrid have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. De Jong. Good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying...
It's Rashford! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Rashford has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
He's had it nicked away. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham is in a really good position out wide. That has not gone well. And that's gone loose.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
He's gone away. Eder Militao does really well to win the ball there. Pedri does well to get it back. He has a look out. Here comes the corner. And we have our very first corner. It's a mighty effort! Cleared without complication. And it's De Jong. Kubasi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now the ball's gone astray. Now that's well seen too. Here it is, crossed in. Now it's Rodrigo. No, he's not getting past him there. Oh, that was vital. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Madrid leading 1-0 at the break. And we're underway again. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Vinicius Junior, played back in, spread neatly. Oh, well played, well played. And the shot! It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Bellingham, played out towards the right wing. And it's Bellingham. He's looking wide. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Rodrigo. He's had it taken off him. Rashford. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Valverde. That's a cute ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he's managed to get free. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Valverde is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Rashford gets into a good position. Chouameni.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Madrid have reclaimed it. Rashford. And it's Azar. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he welcomes it in. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Azar. He has found the way through. He's having a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Rashford really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Rashford goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Pedri. Big header! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Vinicius Junior. It's a really well-measured ball. Hazard. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. De Jong. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now then, the ball's come loose. Tries to pass it through. Just eases him off the ball. Half an hour gone in the second half. Bellingham. Now it's Rodrigo. Thinks about the shot. Pings it across. Mbappe. That's an imaginative pass. Looking for a corner. Corner number 3 coming up. That has been knocked clear. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And he's picked it up out wide. So their 4th corner of the game. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Wriggles his way through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Vinicius Junior pinches it off him. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pedri. Now it's Hazard. And he's on his way! And the shot! And it's come back out to him. It's a goal! With so little time left! Grandstand finish! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
This is threatening to become a really good game. Eder Militao cuts it out. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Confirmation that there will be 2-minute stoppage time. That's that, the end. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Goes for a shot!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
And we have our very first corner. That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. It's a good foot in there. Oh, well played, well played. That's a look and place it forward. Played out wide. Looking for the run. It's a promising position. That has not gone well. Can he finish? Oh, this time surely. In he goes again. Oh, it's fallen loose again. He's delivered all right. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
It is a super start. So far, so very good.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
So just the one early goal to report so far. Can he finish? And that is wildly off target.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Now, can they get him away?
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
So what can they make of this? Wriggles his way through. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And the shot's on here. Decent chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's had it nicked away. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well read, nice interception. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. And that has left him in a heap. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Quality ball. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he was alert to it. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's shooting! Great chance! They've done it! And this is getting better and better. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there.
And the first 45 minutes are up. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Nicely aimed pass. And he's intervened well there. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, delightful ball. That's the keeper's ball. No, again, there's no way through.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Now that looks a decent ball. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Searching pass he's played there. He has a look up. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Oh, perfectly measured that. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Shapes to shoot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Aimed beyond the defence. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Smoothly does it, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Knocks it into space. And now the breakaway. Now this could be a chance. Danger averted for now. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
And the counter is on. Ambitious ball here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Great defending, strong and determined.